Prophet Uebert Angel made a general announcement on football on a larger scale. And the thoughts that he have shared have something to do with, recent happenings in Champions League. Even pay attention to me. I always have to go deeper to finding meaning into what Prophet is saying, Prophet Uebert Angel is saying. And people, you might, if you don't listen to me critically, you will feel I'm taking things out of context, right? But I'm not really taking things out of context. What Prophet says, I reference it to happenings, and that's what I do here, right? So Prophet Uebert Angel says, this is happening with football. What is happening now about the Champions League changes? Champions League is now like a real league. The format has changed. Everything has changed. What is Prophet Uebert Angel having to say about football? Let's watch this particular video.
Nothing.
Let me tell you something. It should actually show you that there is deception. Here we go. Here's the point I want to tell you. And of course, I've got sons and a lot of people that understand football, and they're going to hate me for saying this, but I don't care.
Bring it.
It doesn't make sense for a footballer to be paid 1 million a week. What are you doing? Are you kicking a ball and then invent the cure for cancer at the same time? This is what you don't know. In our days, they created the Olympics and the theaters not for entertainment. It was the king's way of controlling emotions. Whenever you see something that doesn't make sense, that a tennis player is paid 2 million, and in their hands they have a 1.4 million watch,
Yes.
and they're being sponsored for 3 million per year.
My God.
I met Federer in at a place somewhere when we were there with my family there.
Oh, yes.
And with some time talking and stuff like that. But to think this guy is going to be paid millions,
To be eating a ball.
then somebody per week is paid 200,000. I'm not jealous. I love that. If I would play football, I'll be a football player and prophet.
Amen.
But it doesn't make sense when somebody's now paid 500,000. You know why? All times, I repeat, all times, they were actually, hear this, they were actually in a certain location where they would put these theaters, Olympiads, all these and organized Olympiads. You know what they were doing it for? They knew they were about to make drastic changes in the society.
Amen.
And the only way they knew how to do it was to bring in a certain system where people are diverted from their attention on what is happening.
Oh.
So people were paid heavy money to kill themselves, to kill each other. Kill this one, and people harm themselves, and people kill each other, and people do this and do this, just for entertainment. So people forget what's happening. Have you seen on World Cup? Have you seen World Cup?
Yes. Yes.
How many people stop everything just to watch 11 grown men chasing a skin of a dead animal? And you hear people, countries going like, you know what, we have gone through a lot, we just need some joy. They say that.
Oh, yes.
That's true.
They don't know these things are created as diversions. I want you to do a research. Every time there was a World Cup, find the rules and the regulations that were created at the same time.
Oh, yes.
Laws that passed at the same time.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
You'll be so shocked, like, what just happened? Maybe people in Britain don't know this. Those on Zoom, let me tell you something that Britain did while you guys were busy watching some sport. They passed a law that every time, watch this now, every time they don't want you or they consider you an undesirable citizen of the British kingdom, even if you have a red passport arrived, then it's now blue. Blue passport, citizenship. Guess what? They don't have to give you reasons why they don't want you in that country anymore. They can deport you.
Oh, my God.
They They can revoke your citizenship without asking you, without even telling you the reason. They're not obligated.
Just like that.
Why? Wow. That law was given when everyone was focusing on something else.
Yes.
My God.
Exactly.
Divergence.
Why? Because they know you're not there to complain. We've given you this. Few people will talk. Because most people who are hooligans, football supporters, are the ones who are mainly animated to talk against something else.
Hey.
You will be so shocked that people are hiring football supporters to go and demonstrate like George Soros, to go and demonstrate somewhere else.
What they're vocal.
They're vocal. So now the vocal ones are not there, so where do they go? I don't know if you're getting this.
Yes, sir.
Relax.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what is the beat in this video? Now you pay attention, right? And listen to details. Okay. So it doesn't mean to say that I am, the titles of my videos should have to attract you to watch this video. Pick the presentation I have to you for you. I've run a poll on this channel about what my channel does for people. I'm saying all of this because I saw a video about someone saying that my videos, I picked one video and was like what I just said and the title and doesn't really work. I pick a video when Prophet is saying, preaching peace, saying let there be peace, and then I can read into his intentions and know that okay, this and this happened. Okay, even though I don't add those videos as B-rolls, but I followed Prophet for a very long time, and I know I'm not judgmental, and I'm not saying I read into thoughts, but you just can know things, right? I know when he is referring to this person, and when not really when he's referring to maybe by a group of people, you will know if you follow the man for a very long time. And so I make my videos. Some of my videos are in that like manner. People take it out of context. I don't mislead people. I just say what I feel Prophet means exactly. Now, Prophet is talking about football, and I've not been really a fan of football, but in recent times I've developed some love for football, not on a larger scale like some stakeholders. Some people are stakeholders in football, right? I'm not really a kind of person, but from what I have learned from football, I've always tell my friends, people who are very intelligent in regards to football than me, I've always told them that football is a very lucrative business. Football is a business. Football is people can build their emotions into a club. So much emotions into a club, and then they forget that football is even a business in the first place. I'm not that kind of person, right? So, what is Prophet saying? Distraction. And what is the current happenings with the Champions League? You see that there's more games with Champions League right now. Even the World Cup, there will be some additional countries joining the World Cup right now. What is happening? Distraction. As much as it's a form of distraction, it is a lucrative business. And so there was a time that, you know, the UEFA, Spain, Barcelona, Madrid, they were spearheading that charge where they want to introduce another league, Europa League, because of the format of, UEFA Champions League, right? And so they pushed that agenda, but it wasn't successful. But it have had impact. And now UEFA Champions League have changed their format of their games. They play it as a league now. They play it as what? A league now. And so let me preview you about the information about the Champions League. So now under the new format, teams will play 8 matches in the league. They will no longer play three opponents twice, home and away, but will instead face fixtures against eight different teams, playing 4 matches at home and 4 away. So there is a lot of matches where we have Alisson from Liverpool, the keeper, coming forward to complain that there's a lot of matches for us players. But this is where what Prophet is talking about regards to the payments that is given to players comes in. Okay, so you have been paid tons. You see, those days players weren't even paid huge amount to like these days. These days we buy players like 100 million. 120 million, 110 million. When you visit Chelsea, you see the players they bought, the likes of Enzo Fernandez, the likes of, Mudrik, expensive players. What is happening? We want to distract you the more. What is happening? We want to build a lucrative business the more. Even in Ghana and some African countries, maybe like Nigeria, political parties can hire influencers to distract the whole country. Especially they use women influencers to do that. Sometimes when there is political unrest and happiness, bad happiness in an economy or a country, these what do you call it? These influencers will have to do some stupid things that will be trending, and everybody will lose focus, lose touch that there are bad things happening in government. So Prophet Bible is saying, nah, look, this is a lucrative business. These people are paid so much. What is happening? So many games now. This and this, that. Meaning so many games mean so much distraction. So many games mean so much money. Football. Football. And so that's what Prophet Ibrahim has to say about what is happening. That's a big prophecy right there. It is happening. And my name is Jordan Nixon. I love to break down gospel messages like this just so you know what is happening. I've already previewed you with the necessary information. Guys, see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe, share, like.